Skip Bayless Shedeur Sanders vs. Cam Ward. Remark Buries Browns QB's last game heroic moment. Last Friday, the dog pound had something fresh to cheer about. Cleveland's rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders lit up the preseason lights against the Carolina Panthers, putting together a performance that turned heads. He went 14 of 23 for 138 yards, tossing 2 touchdowns in the process. GM Andrew Berry walked over to him on the sideline and made sure the rookie knew his effort didn't go unnoticed. "Really, good job," Berry told Sanders. "I'm proud of you." For a young quarterback trying to carve out space in the land, that kind of recognition carries serious weight. However, a single comment turned celebrations into comparisons. Sanders wasn't going to let the compliments slide without his own twist. "You're not fully proud, kind of proud," he shot back, keeping the exchange light. Berry, however, responded like a seasoned evaluator who knows growth happens in layers. "Look, was it perfect?" "No, but you made plays, you operated," Berry said. "So just stack the next one. Listen, you did a nice job, okay? So just take what you learned from tonight, apply it to the joint practices, and then the next preseason game. All right. Really good job." But just as the city of rock and roll started buzzing about its rookie, Skip Bayless jumped in with his trademark hot take. On X, he wrote, "I like Cam Ward. I just like Shedeur more." What should have been a night to celebrate quickly shifted into a debate. Fans fired back at Bayless, some at Sanders himself, and suddenly that heroic preseason moment felt buried under comparisons that didn't need to be made. Fans take shots at Shedeur Sanders because of Skip Bayless. As soon as Skip Bayless dropped his tweet, the dog pound chatter went from hype to heat. Fans didn't hold back, and some came straight for the Browns rookie. "This is how I know Shedeur sucks," one wrote bluntly, while another added, "I would bet serious money that Ward is a better NFL QB than Shedeur." That wave of criticism grew louder if you compare Cam Ward's preseason debut with that of Sanders. Ward played only 2 series against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers backups but moved the chains with poise, connecting with Calvin Ridley 3 times for 50 yards. With 2 clutch third-down conversions, he set up a Tony Pollard touchdown, a modest start, but something to build on ahead of the new season. Then again, the fan debates only got hotter. Many felt Ward already had the inside track to prove himself again, while Sanders might be left waiting. "Was seeing if Shedeur gets some snaps in Game 2, one user commented, while another fired, "How is that working out for you? Cam is starting while Shedeur is 4th string." The contrast became a rallying cry online, sparking debates that stretched well beyond Bayless' original post. Meanwhile, reality hit hard on the Browns' depth chart. Sanders sits as the 4th quarterback in the land, trailing veteran Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and rookie Dillon Gabriel. On the other hand, Ward's name is heating up as a potential QB1 for the Titans after just 2 preseason outings. Ward's stat sheet against the Falcons wasn't flashy, just 2 of 7 for 42 yards, but his arm talent showed on a 35-yard strike to fellow rookie Alec Iomenor. Drops from receivers kept him from padding his totals, but NFL fans walked away talking more about his ceiling than his struggles. Even when the numbers stack side by side, the argument refuses to settle. Ward has gone 7-for-15 across 2 games with 119 yards, 0 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Sanders, on the other hand, logged 14-for-23 with 138 yards and 2 touchdowns in his lone outing. And one fan insisted, "Cam is by far the better talent." Not even close. The split opinions have left both fan bases digging in. For now, though, only time will tell which rookie truly takes control of the spotlight. The Cleveland night was electric. Fans were still buzzing over Shedeur Sanders' last-second heroics against the Eagles in preseason Week 1. The rookie quarterback, son of Deion Primetime Sanders, had authored the kind of highlight that makes coaches grin and fans dream about the future. With the Browns trailing, he carved up the defense on a 2-minute drill, firing darts with the poise of a veteran, capped by a perfectly placed touchdown strike that lit up social media like fireworks. But in the morning, the story didn't belong to Shedeur anymore. It belonged to Skip Bayless. The veteran sports commentator, never shy about stirring controversy, went on live television and dropped a take that overshadowed everything. "Shedeur Sanders. That was nice. But give me Cam Ward every time. Ward looks like the real future. Sanders looks like a YouTube highlight reel. You can't build a franchise on hype." Just like that, Shedeur's moment was buried. The heroic night. For Cleveland fans, Shedeur's performance was more than just football. It was hope. The The Browns have lived through decades of quarterback turmoil. Bernie Kosar's glory days were long gone, and every new savior seemed to fade. From Johnny Manziel's flameout to Baker Mayfield's roller coaster, to Deshaun Watson's controversial tenure, the dog pound had endured it all. So when Sanders jogged onto the field late in the game, trailing by 6, there was cautious curiosity. Could the rookie carry his father's swagger into an NFL pocket? The answer, at least that night, was yes. Shedeur's eyes scanned the field with a calm that betrayed his rookie status. His throws were sharp, his pocket movement deliberate. He hit 3 consecutive passes to move the chains, then tucked the ball and ran for a gutsy first down. The stadium roared louder with every snap. Finally, with the clock ticking down, he launched a rainbow to the back corner of the end zone, a throw that required perfect timing, touch, and courage. The receiver hauled it in, and Shedeur pumped his fist, surrounded by teammates who knew they'd just witnessed something special. It was supposed to be the headline, until Skip Bayless pressed the detonator. Skip's remark. Skip Bayless thrives on hot takes. He's built a career out of challenging fan darlings, questioning stars, and igniting debates that dominate Twitter trends. To him, Shedeur's highlight wasn't proof of greatness. It was just another storyline to twist. On his show, Skip leaned back in his chair and compared Sanders to Cam Ward, the Washington State transfer who had wowed scouts with his big arm and mobility. Look, Cam Ward is the guy. If you give me a choice between Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, I don't hesitate. Ward looks like the next Patrick Mahomes. Sanders looks like a kid who got the benefit of a famous last name and one flashy preseason drive. I don't buy it. The remark sliced through Cleveland's celebration. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't about Sanders' heroics but about whether he had been exposed as hype. The fallout. Browns fans fumed. On sports radio, callers demanded respect for Shedeur's clutch drive. Social media erupted with highlight clips defending him. How do you bury the kid the day after he wins the game? One fan tweeted. But Skip's platform was too big to ignore. ESPN, Fox, and countless podcasts picked up the soundbite. The headline shifted. Skip Bayless says Cam Ward Shedeur Sanders.